What's up, Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading. Now, we're going to be jumping straight in, but first, I have a special message for you guys. And this could, be for a number of you guys, or it could maybe just even be for one person. But this is something that someone needs to hear, okay? Now, this is for about the next 30 days or so. In order to move to the next level, you'll need a mentor, or not in order to move to the next level, but it will be in your best interest to get a mentor, okay? Now, take that how it applies. I don't know if that's going to be an internet mentor, a person who you're going to talk to face to face, or have, face chat with and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. But it'd be good for you to look at someone who's been where you've been and actually have conversations with that person from the horse's mouth. Okay, wise up in the company you keep. And use your resources to your advantage. Some of you guys have incredible resources and you need to use them or take advantage of them. And don't just let those things sit dormant, okay? You're called to lead. So be sure to keep your integrity at all times. Do the right thing unto others. And now is not the season to compare yourself. Don't worry about what so-and-so is doing or how they're doing it or how big it is or how small it is or where you are and where this one is and that is. It doesn't matter, okay? That's why you need a good mentor, because when you see how big your mentor is doing it, does that make you say, oh man, I can't do it because my mentor doing it big? It says, no, I got to get to where my mentor is, so I need to go and climb. It's going to help you climb. For somebody, that's your word. You're going to climb. All right, let's see. Then you know your assignment. So do it and do it well so that you'll be promoted in the spirit and see it manifest in your waking conscious existence, okay? So again, that do right unto others, all of that, having integrity, and your assignment, doing your assignment. So whatever it is, whether you in shoe sales, whether you are in car sales, I don't know, whatever your assignment is, do it and do it well. Because we're not talking about physical promotion. We're talking about spiritual promotion first. And then you're going to see something shift or happen in your life. All right, so we're going to get into these vibes for the reading, and I'm going to pull 3 oracle cards to talk about change coming up. What's coming for you guys? If anything about love and romance wants to come up, if anything about your life, anything about promotion, anything about new money, a new bag, we're going to talk about it. 3 cards to get into the overall energy. Also with you guys too, you're a part of, it was 3 signs. I think it was Gemini, Libra, and you. You're part of the unions coming in, the grand unions. Yes, it is that time again. You ever had that season where everybody's pregnant, everybody having a boy, everybody having a girl, everybody got engaged, everybody having a wedding right now. Okay, cool. That is real. That's not just, coincidence. Everybody got married. Everybody got engaged. No, that's real. That comes around in waves and seasons. Congratulations to some of you guys. You made it to that season, which means you're going to be meeting your forever mate, or somebody's going to propose. You may be walking down the aisle. Oh, you may be having a baby, getting pregnant. You may be having all the boys or all the girls or whatever the case may be. You're part of now that collective body. So when they say everybody's A, B, and C, you everybody. That's you, raise your hand, I'm everybody. So you get to fit in one of those categories, okay? So congratulations are in order for somebody. So let us see what we're starting with. Ooh, doubt. Now some of y'all just like, yeah, I've been hearing that forever. Everything I just said. Somebody like, how? Even if I'm talking about like your dreams, like everybody started a business, everybody making money, everybody a millionaire now, everybody popped off. That ain't me. Somebody's in doubt, okay? It says, I release the need to know all the answers, okay? So this is you trusting, not continuously asking. Is this real? Is this for real? Can I really do this? Yeah, you can. Some of y'all get these visions so big that you can't even believe them. You see yourself in positions in your mind, it's like, man, I could never do that. But yeah, that vision is there for a reason. But this here is for a reason too. But it's coming from the opposite energy. It's like, let's throw some doubt in there so that they don't achieve their highest or best life or whatever. Anyway, release the need to know the answers. What else? Change. I just showed y'all that and I gave it a fair shuffle. So change is coming. Something is shifting. And I feel like that for a lot of you guys, this is with marriage, with love, I'm even hearing second chances. Like something's going to change within you and it's going to give you a second chance. Now, I'm not saying necessarily a second chance with a person. Could be for some of y'all, but I'm talking about a second chance at love. Okay? But for some of you all, you have to clean up some of those things. All right? And I tell every sign that I'm by a hospital right now. So, you know, you might hear a couple sirens or whatever. So, my apologies. But anyway, it says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Okay, for some of you guys, you have to try to do something. You have to try. All right, key word. That's what I'm giving some of y'all. You can't move if you're in doubt. You can't do it and doubt it at the same time. Okay, it just don't work like that. I'm not gonna jump out of an airplane and halfway doubt that the parachute is gonna open. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna jump out of this plane, but I don't know if the parachute gonna open. It's like, okay, hold on, wait a minute now. You might want to have some faith jumping out that airplane. You feel what I'm saying? Because you don't want to doubt that. That's dangerous to doubt that. You don't want to manifest something that could actually happen. Oh, it get jammed. Oh, well, and you manifested that because you got scared and really you just didn't pull the rope hard enough or something. You see? We can't do that. I don't know who that's for, but you be causing your own anxiety, be looking at worst case scenarios instead of looking at what it could be in a great way, okay? Let's see what else we get. Pride. Okay, now to me it says I love myself and I see myself in everyone. This is talking about removing, you know how I'm saying some things got to be cleaned up. Some of y'all just don't accept who you are. Okay, and this is why I said do not compare yourself in this season because you just different. It don't matter who don't get you, it don't matter who not with you. It's just you got to be you. It's gonna be different. And when you remove the ego and the pride, you get enough, I guess that true authentic self gets to step forward, and that's how you attract your real soulmate. Because I don't know who this is for, but I'm feeling like you carry this representative, right? And then when you can't be that representative anymore, or I'm talking about somebody that you meet, okay? These are the type of people you meet. They can't keep that up after a while, and then it's like when people get to really know you, it's like they repel, okay? But that's because you have to accept who you are and where you are instead of trying to make it this and make it that, and then when people realize it's not this and not that, then they're disappointed, okay? I don't know who that's for. And this is vice versa. Again, if this is you looking at somebody else, I'm feeling like this feeling of up here, and then disappointed, right? If you really want to be up here, what I'm feeling for some of you guys is it's going to have to really come from the core of who you truly are. And that comes first by accepting where you are in your real reality, as opposed to sometimes these fantasy worlds that we may build to make ourselves feel better about what we actually are. And when we start from where we actually are and work from there, we become that person, that vision in our head who we thought was so far away because, we align ourselves when we stop lying to ourselves. Ooh. Now, this may not be for you. Some of you all may be saying, you know what? That's my son. I don't know why I'm getting son. That's my son. That's my ex. Let me send this video. Let me share this video with them because that's what they're saying. What I'm saying is for those who are seeking a soulmate, and the reason why it doesn't work is because the representative has to go. Ooh, y'all heard my phone ding? That's like, that's your answer. Just be who you are. And your real true soulmate is going to like who you really are, where you are after you clean some things up. And boom, happily ever after. Okay? I don't know. Whew, okay, the spirit just went in. Spirit went in. Let's go. Let's start. And for some of you all, it's not I'm big and bad. It's I'm caring, I'm loving, I'm kind, I'm nurturing, I'm this and that. I'm hitting on something for somebody. I'm the caring one, the nurturing one you can lay on me. And then after a while, you get tired of them laying on you. You get tired of them crying. You get tired of being that shoulder. You get tired of being the one support. And then nobody supporting you. So, it's like, okay, first I was nurturing kind. Now get away from me. Now stop talking to me. Now stop calling me. And now people are like, you was just front. That ain't really you. You ain't really nurturing kind. It's like some of y'all get tired, and there has to be a balance. Okay. Ooh, all right. Let us see. What do we have at the center of things? The King of Cups. The King of Cups. Now, for a lot of you guys, this is that person that I'm telling you you know, the collective. That's like the collective. Well, the collective is you, Gemini, and Libra, I think. Y'all have this soulmate coming in, and that person is going to really like you for who you truly, truly are. And this person, this King of Cups, comes with, I guess you could say, I'm getting backup and reinforcement. I don't know what that's about, but take it how it applies. They come with backup and reinforcement. And the thing about it, whoever you're about to attract, there are going to be a lot of people attracted to you too. Okay? So imagine you walk into the room. That's how the king is looking at you, and everybody, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? You know? Imagine that. Except everybody got their mask on. So let's see what it's crossed by. But get ready. Get ready. Oh, this jumped over. I said get ready. Go and get cute then. What? Male or female, take it how it applies. Look at that. That's setting boundaries though. Ooh, come on. Look what I told you. These divine partnerships coming in. I didn't even realize that real quick. King and queen. What? Okay. Now, some of y'all, you better put your faith in the divine. Like, I may not see what I want, but I know it exists somewhere. All right. And we removing some of y'all, your alter ego is to play down that Queen of Swords. You feisty. You got morals and values. You draw a line in the sand. You got boundaries. Not everybody can come into your territory because you understand who you are. Same thing with them kings. Y'all understand who you are. These are people who understand who they are. But part of your survival tactic is to play yourself down so you can fit in. But you know what? Time to change all that. Now imagine for all my kings or queens out there that you sit at the table and you dumb yourself down for all these clowns. It's like, no, sit at the head of the table and be the king, be the leader then. If you don't fit in, be the leader then. Make them follow you then. Set the example then. You stand out for a reason then. What I tell you, I said, y'all called to lead. Yes. So keep your integrity. Sit at the head of the table. Same thing with the queens. Woo, it's king and queen season. Boy, I feel it so strong. Some of y'all like, you're right. I've been hearing that for 10 years. Let's see what's in the deep root of it. Ooh, 2 cards want to come out. Oh, listen. This to me, it just screams like a relationship that's over. For some of y'all, the reason you're in doubt is because you're coming from a divorce. This person got their neck sliced up. Oh, excuse my nails, y'all. I gotta go get them redone. But her neck is sliced up. She decapitated herself. So some of y'all may be meeting a man, male or female, take it out of applies, who already, had something that's coming from a divorce. Yeah, something about somebody else. Somebody, I don't want to say reconciliation, but I guess I have to say what I'm told to say. Some of y'all, this will be reconciliation. Didn't I say something about second chance? This king was over there with them, but as you can see, just look at the house, okay? Sometimes I don't even have to tell you what it is. Just look at that house. It's all cut up. She in the gutter, in the chimney, and all them swords, 10 of swords, and it's done. So something is done. Somebody's leaving one relationship and coming to be there. So don't be surprised if this person you meet, if your soulmate is already with somebody else. For some of you guys, this is what y'all would call the karmic. I gave this person a name. I call the other ones that don't do it the imposters now. The imposters. This one, okay. This is what people mean when they be like, the karmic was trying to look like you and act like you. Let me give you a close-up. You see her neck? It's all scratched up. Like the story with her is that she looked out of what she thought was a window and she decapitated her own head. It was actually like a guillotine or something. Guillotine or something like that. Is that what you call it? And she actually ended up decapitating her own head. You see how she's carrying that light? So somebody, you know how they say the karmic was trying to act like you and carry your light and be like you and da-da-da. But it's like you don't need no light. It's like the light is your aura, like all of that behind you, the cosmos and all of that. So someone was carrying on. I don't know who that's for. That's a breakdown. Some of y'all be really wanting to know that. Y'all be really wanting to know that. Y'all be like, well, what they doing? Why did he leave her? Why? What she got over me? And And it's like, that's your thing. That's your thing. But for a lot of y'all, I feel like this is someone new coming from something else. Let's see what happened in the recent past. Four of Swords. Somebody got put to rest. That is, this woman here gets so caught up in her own transits sometimes that people think she's dead. So they actually bury her alive. And then she woke up one day like, no, I'm not dead. So it represents somebody, taking a rest, okay? Kind of be put on pause. So that's maybe what recently happened with this other person somebody was dealing with. Now this whole thing is switching around. I thought we used to be talking about your dreams and stuff, but it's like, no, we're going to focus on the imposter energy. So someone got put to rest. This to me is representing some people break up for so long that you never think they're going to get back together. Like, well, it's dead. Go put it in the coffin. That's her in the back in the coffins back in the day. And so you or somebody may have been put to rest. Or actually, this is you. I'm so content being single by myself that I might as well just be in there. I've separated myself from the thought of love even entering my life that I might as well just you might as well just bury me now. Throw love away for the rest of it now. It's a trance. I don't know who that's for. It's a trance. You're going to love again. You're going to feel again. This is just that rest and recuperation. And for some of y'all, this is how people look at you. Like, oh yeah, you can just go ahead and throw her love life in the grave because she ain't never going to find love again. Ain't nobody never going to love her. Ain't nobody never going to love him. Go and throw it away. But little do they know, you just in a trance. That's all. Some of y'all, your pride is you act like this. I love going to bed by myself. I love being single. I love it. I'm going to date again. This is how you look. I don't know who this is for. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. But deep down inside, you really, truly wish for a king or for a queen. Fellas, that's you too. So you have to remove that and be honest before God. Because that pride have some of y'all lying. Talking about, excuse my language. I'm not trying to be all blunt about it. Excuse me. Sometimes I just be talking. Some of y'all be like, I don't need this and I don't need that. And then you be speaking that into existence. So that's what the bedroom look like. When really the whole time, God like, man, when can I release this king? When can I release this queen? I don't need that. I don't want that. That's what you be saying. That's what you saying. That's your pride. That's your ego. Remove that. No. I want to do that. Where's my king? Where's my queen? Okay? I don't know who that's for. I hope I ain't offending nobody. I hope I ain't doing too much. But that's just how it's coming in. Let's see what's in the headspace. Too many lies, scheming, scammer. And it do be a lot of that. Okay? But that again is, I think, one of the things that we're either moving from, that we're changing about the energy. Okay? Because this is probably what doubt helps you to attract or bring in. We got to change that. Now, yeah, this is something about somebody being done wrong. This is, to me, sometimes this represents like sabotage, self-sabotage. This can also be somebody found out about somebody being a lie or being a cheat or being a scammer, and they're changing their energy to stop attract this energy, or changing who they are. Maybe for some of y'all, this is you. The integrity that I was saying earlier, making sure you playing the game how it go, no cheating and stuff. They turn and looked away, somebody moved the piece, nothing like that. Making sure, checking yourself every day to make sure that you're not this person. Also, you guys need to watch, didn't I say watch the company you keep? Because somebody might try to sabotage that. Watch the company when you go into a room. It's for my ladies. You see all those guys at the table looking at you. You got one of them falling out and fainting because he looking at you like, dang, who is that? And the king just know, like, listen, I got that. But all these dudes, these scrubs, they might try to get at you too. Watch out for, you know, if you got somebody good, watch out for those scrubs and chicken heads. It's okay. Let's see what's coming in the near future. I hope y'all are following this. I hope y'all following this. Y'all finna see a shift in your life. You finna see a change. Probably ain't never had no stuff like this before. Let's see what's near future. Ooh. Come on now. Just take a look at the picture. Take a deep breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Yeah. The 5 of Swords. We got a lot of swords on the table. We got 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. What does all of this mean? To me, this is maybe somebody you have to shut down. For a lot of you guys, it's going to be an ex. You're going to see something crumble. This is why it's good for you to do the right thing. I feel like this is someone you may know. Now, for a lot of y'all, I hope this is not you. That pride on the table. This that person right here that can't walk away from a fight, can't walk away from an argument. Whew. Somebody get caught. Somebody knows something. I don't know. Listen, somebody. Let me tell you what I'm getting. Ooh. Look at this. Some of y'all could be in a fight. Like somebody was being deceptive about who they was dealing with, or somebody was trying to be manipulative and break something up, and they get dismantled. For a lot of you guys, this is the karmic, we would call it, or this is the what I call it, the imposter. The imposter gets dismantled. Somebody may be thinking of coming against you. It's kind of like, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. This is how it ends up looking. Okay, somebody may be trying to deceive you, or tried to deceive you, or the karmic was playing games trying to impersonate you, and it gets broken down. The whole facade. Now, for some of y'all, I'm gonna be real. This pride thing, this is what it looked like. When they say something about pride come before the fall. Okay, you gonna have to take this and apply however it applies, y'all. I'm just telling you what I'm getting. This may be a warning to somebody. Pride come before the fall or destruction or something like that. So if this is in your area and you know who this is, okay, just be an observer. But if this is you with the pride, this is like your warning, like put your pride to the side. Oh, you got into an argument in traffic. Don't get out the car trying to go fight. You know, this for the next, I don't know, 30 days, you may get tested in a place where you need to just bite your tongue and not, you know, engage when it comes to like that. Let me prove myself. Let me show myself. Again, we not comparing ourselves to nobody. What I tell you, what did I tell you? See, ooh, come through, Spirit. That's why I wrote it down. That karmic comparison. I don't know who that's for. There is no comparison, okay? It's going to be important. Now is not the season to compare yourself. Don't be out there trying to compare yourself. That's your pride that want to compare yourself to someone. Or maybe I'm talking to the karmic. Is that, ooh, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. But don't try to compare yourself. Okay? Because it's only going to lead to this. Imposter, the whole shebang, the whole facade comes falling off. The whole mask hit the floor. Oh, yeah. All because of cheating. And I don't mean cheating like you cheating and you was over here and you was over here. I mean cheating like in the game, lying, being manipulative, playing chess. It's okay to play chess in life, but I mean when you trying to manipulate other people to do stuff and you throwing monkey wrenches in and you doing this and you doing that, that's different. That's a whole nother side of karma you don't even want to see. Man, how you on the floor and hanging out the chimney. All right, anyway, that was a lot. Okay, let's see what is the fear though. What is the fear? Oh, the Four of Wands. Now, you know, in traditional tarot, the Four of Wands is represented by a man, a woman, and a child. Somebody do not want you to get married to this new union. Now, this can be an ex. Again, this could be that your new person's ex who gonna have a problem with this new structure, this new foundation, or this is maybe your ex who gonna have a problem. You got to take it how it applies. Some of y'all are really afraid to get what you asked for. You know what? I'm finna hurt somebody's feelings, and I'm not trying to. I'm sorry, baby. Let me apologize in advance. Some of y'all know that in order to get what you really want, you're going to have to change something forever. That's it. That's the something forever part. You're going to have to change something. It's going to be something about you that you know, okay, if I get with a real one, they ain't going to accept that. So I'm going to just keep getting with these scrubs because I know I can do what I want and be how I want. So fellas, same thing. I'm keep getting with these little chicken heads because I can do what I want. Because I know if I get with this one here, if I get with a real one, I ain't going to be able to do all that. Ladies, if I get with a real one, I ain't going to be able to do, you know, whatever I want, however, blah, 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 blah. All right. But anyway, somebody has a problem with this new solid foundation. Maybe this can actually be someone's mother, to be honest with you. That can be somebody's mom. Let's see what you look like. How are you being viewed? Ooh, like the Page of Wands. So you can look like you're running from something or running from someone, or this is what I guess the new person might be coming from. All right. But this is like activity, like on the run. Like, okay, remember I was saying like how she has that light and he took off with the light? I don't know. I can't, it's hard to describe this here. He had to take his light back. Like he had the light and he ran. I don't know. He had the light inside of him the whole time. And he took his light over to the imposter and realized, oh snap, let me take my light back, because when the imposter ripped off their mask, that's what they really look like. So I'm leaving that situation behind, all right? And this, ladies, take it how it applies. You was dealing with somebody, they took their mask off. It's like, oh snap, they was trying to hold my light. They was trying to be me. But when you realize you have to take your light back and you ran off. Take it how it applies. I know this is kind of like all over the place, but so is this energy. Like, I'm trying to read the best I can. Imagine you on a subway and the book is like this and you're like, and you trying to read it, but you know, it's like, okay, hold on, let me get my face in alignment. Okay, because it's a wild ride. Sagittarius, y'all wild. Like, what's going on? What is it that you hope for? Oh, the Hierophant. Yes. Come on, soulmate. Come on, divine partnership. Come on, real one. This is that higher union, that we are like divinely connected. This is the one who you know how some people be like, I ain't submitting to nobody. I ain't did it. No. And fellas, you be like, I ain't committing to nobody. I ain't giving none of these girls no faithfulness or whatever, however you do it. But this is like, okay, for that one, yeah. Oh, lead the way. Lead the way. You want that. You know? It's like, woo, let me throw all my pride aside. I don't have to be in charge for this, okay? And then vice versa. Like, woo, that's the one. I'm locking it up. I don't care what nobody say. All my friends can be, you know, scrubs all they want to or whatever, but I'm a king. I'm locking it up, okay? Take it how it applies. Right? So you're being looked at like that one, that higher one, that divine one. Feminine, masculine. Ooh, let's see. This wants to jump out. That's the death card. But it's change all on the board. You got to change your mindset. Some of y'all have to change the fact that you walk around, you know, I don't want this and I don't want that. You got to change that. You got to change that doubting. And some of y'all got to change, you know, some, I don't know, whatever it is that you got to change. Spending, food, sassy, too sassy. Like this here, she's cool, but she know when to cut it off. right? She know how to be the leader, but at the same time, she's humble enough to follow whatever a real one, whatever pathway that they're supposed to take together. But there's a change. There's a shift happening. A shift happening, whether it's with you, a shift, a death coming to a karmic or an imposter relationship. For some of you guys, this is being back. You coming back into union with your divine masculine because a karmic situation has been exposed. Something has been broken down, fellas. Take it how it applies. This could be your divine feminine ran off with somebody who she thought was a divine masculine. But I mean, you are the 5 people who are around you. So if that person was hanging around scrubs, eventually it was going to be revealed that he was a scrub too. And all that he built himself up to be. I'm all this and I'm all that. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. Again, I ain't heard no feelings, or this is maybe what you need to be aware of. This is the picture demonstration of how this thing be working. You present yourself, pride says, you know what, I got to come up with a strategy because the person that I actually am is not the person who I actually like in reality. So I'm going to build up this persona. I'm going to play chess so I can get people to do what I want. And for some of y'all, that's not bad, right? Like that's not bad. But what happens? Well, pride come before the fall. So then somebody fall and the mask come off, and then people be like, why they leaving me? Why they leaving me? Come back. Come back. Put my head on for me. Put my shoes on for me. Put my hand on for me. Help me put my eyeball back in. Put my teeth back in. Because who they presented themselves to be is not the person they actually are. And it's only a matter of time before the facade falls down. Okay, I don't know who this is for. You have to stop doing that. Because after a while, just work on the you who you actually are and really be that person so you don't have to pretend and play chess to get people to like you or to get people to see you in a certain light. Just actually be that person and actually carry that light. Become that person. Take time to really work on yourself. Acknowledge who you are. Acknowledge where you are. You ain't perfect. You ain't got it all together, But if you can start there, then you can build up, okay? I don't know who that's from, but that may be the change y'all afraid of. Like, I don't want to just be myself. I want to be the fantasy character and make everybody think I'm that. It's like, no. That's not how you get what you really want. You have to come from the core and start where you are. Okay, one more card, wrap it up. Now, y'all know I got a Patreon. Go over to the Patreon. We're going to be talking about jealous energy, frenemy energy around you. We're going to be talking about an ex specifically, and then we're going to be talking about something coming in the next 30 days, okay? So, let's get one card to wrap this up before we head to the Patreon. Guilt. Oof. All right. So, for some of you all, this is a blockage that needs to be removed. You have to forgive yourself for the past. You have to forgive yourself or anyone who has, I guess, put something on you, too. Because some of you guys feel guilty about stuff that's not even yours. You're having... I'm getting joint guilt. I mean, you and somebody feel guilty about something at the same time, but it's only one person's fault, but neither one, will say it or something like that. You have to release this. I don't know who this is for. And then also at the same time, if you were having if some of you guys are having a reconciliation with somebody or some kind of facade fell off or something, came up, this is how they feel. All right, if this is an ex or remember I told you that person who was coming back because somebody else's mask fell off? Well, they may feel guilty about, okay, I got it wrong. So we're going to pick that up over on the Patreon and see who that is. Is that a friend of me, an enemy? Is that an ex? Is that, I don't know. Family member? I don't know. We're going to take a look. So click the link in the description box. As for this reading, this is where we stop. Thank you guys so much for all of your likes, your subscribes, your shares. I appreciate you all so much. You guys can follow me on Instagram at WaterStarVibes. Okay, so that's what I get. Happy manifesting, and I'll see you guys in your next video.